This topic focuses on what Ron Howard has mentioned about 6 actors from Hollywood's golden age who were widely regarded within the industry as difficult, negative, or highly problematic personalities. The discussion does not rely on dramatic presentation, but instead looks at the basic descriptions of how these actors behaved behind the scenes according to people who worked closely with them. During the classic Hollywood era, major studios invested heavily in crafting perfect public images for their stars, but those who actually worked on sets, such as directors, assistant directors, camera operators, costume departments, makeup crews, and supporting performers, often encountered very different behavior. The information highlights long-standing stories about constant arguments, disrespectful interactions, uncooperative attitudes, and workplace tension that came from these 6 individuals, shaping how they were remembered by those who dealt with them directly. According to internal industry recollections, these actors often displayed a pattern of behavior that was consistent across multiple productions, rather than being isolated incidents. Crew members frequently described negative habits that included explosive reactions to minor issues, impatience with technical delays, dismissive treatment of colleagues, and confrontational responses when they felt their status was questioned. These actions were observed repeatedly, and although the public never saw this side, those inside Hollywood considered these actors as examples of personalities who created unnecessary strain during filmmaking. The accounts do not sensationalize the behavior, but document how their presence often required extra planning or adjustments to maintain a functioning set. Howard's comments point toward a larger contrast between the glamorous image that classic Hollywood promoted and the real behavior that insiders witnessed. While moviegoers viewed these actors as icons of talent, charm, and sophistication, people in the industry had a different understanding shaped by first-hand experiences. The continued mention of these 6 individuals by those who worked behind the scenes shows how deeply their conduct affected daily production routines. Crew members sometimes referred to them as challenges that had to be managed, rather than as artists who contributed positively to the working environment. Their actions were known to slow down filming, create tension between departments, and force creative teams to adapt in ways that would not have been necessary with more cooperative talent. These accounts remained part of Hollywood's internal history long after the actors' careers declined. Even as decades passed, the stories continued to circulate among film professionals as examples of behavior that stood out because of its consistency and impact. Howard's discussion simply brings these widely known but rarely publicized industry memories into a straightforward context without adding emotional interpretation. His statements align with what many longtime Hollywood figures have said in private conversations, that these 6 actors were repeatedly identified as some of the most difficult individuals from that era, regardless of the success or fame they achieved on screen. The expanded details show why their reputations lasted so long. Each actor had specific patterns, ranging from controlling tendencies to unpredictable moods, that shaped how teammates viewed them. Some were known for intimidating their co-stars, some for disregarding production protocols, and others for using their status to pressure directors or demand special treatment. This behavior created an environment where many people preferred to avoid working with them altogether, even if doing so meant losing the chance to attach their names to major studio productions. Their conduct did not always appear in public records, but it was consistently remembered internally as part of Hollywood's unofficial history. This information also demonstrates how deeply studio-era systems protected the public image of their stars. Negative incidents were routinely covered up, rewritten, or hidden to maintain the financial value of their leading performers. As a result, the audience was never aware of the tension occurring during filming, while industry workers continued to share these experiences privately. Ron Howard's comments provide a structured and neutral description of what many insiders observed firsthand. His role as both a child actor and later as a director allowed him access to information and stories passed down through generations of Hollywood professionals, giving weight to the claims without requiring dramatic framing. In conclusion, the topic outlines a clear contrast between public perception and internal industry understanding. These 6 actors are not presented as villains in a narrative sense, but as individuals whose repeated behavior created significant difficulties for others working with them. The information remains grounded in how their actions affected production, morale, communication, and scheduling. The expanded paragraph reinforces the idea that the golden age of Hollywood included not only polished stars, but also complex personalities whose off-screen behavior left a lasting mark on the people who experienced it.